Are you under 30 and still not investing? Well, I've got some good news for you. There is still time for you to get yourself set up financially. How are you guys doing today? My name is Apple Crider and I have made over 150 stock market and personal finance daily uploads here on YouTube. I do in-person lectures for hundreds of college students and I host a weekly podcast called Young Smart Money over on iTunes. And today we are talking about the top 3 investment accounts for those of you who are under 30 and how you can actually go about opening each of these accounts, what they're good for, all of that good stuff. So today we're going to cover the top 3 investing accounts for those of you under 30, the basics and the pros and cons that go along with each of these accounts, what I personally do, which accounts I personally use, and how to open each of these accounts for yourself. And I'll be sure to toss y'all some timestamps in the description below if you want to skip around to any of these certain sections. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. So the first type of investment account is a Robinhood account. So I'm a huge advocate for Robinhood. They are a brokerage, they have an app, and you just download the app and then you can begin to buy and sell stocks with their app. It's very, very convenient for millennials. It's great for young people who are looking to invest with little money because they have no commission trading. You won't find this anywhere else. All the other places we're going to talk about, you have to pay commissions to trade. And what does this mean? This means that each time you buy or sell stocks, you're going to have to pay a commission, which is going to be about $5 to $10 per trade. You have to pay that when you buy and when you sell, so it's going to add up to about $10 to $20 per trade. If you're investing with as little as $100, this could really eat away at all of your potential returns. And it's gone. So that's why it's really good for people who are investing with little money to use a Robinhood account and they don't have to pay any commissions. So essentially you can just buy and sell as much as you want, quote unquote, with no fees. Of course, you have to think about the day trading rules, which I'm going to make an entire video about. Really, you have a lot more freedom here to buy and sell, which could be a good or a bad thing, depending on how you want to look at it. But you have a lot more freedom here to do whatever you want. And honestly, I think buy and hold, at least for me, buy and hold is the winning strategy. But if you want to invest, say $100, and you do it through these other guys, again, you're gonna be eaten away by those commissions.
I got a $100 check from my grandma, and it's gone.
So you're gonna be out like 20 bucks just to buy and sell these stocks. So that's where Robinhood really shines. Now the pros of Robinhood, again, it's cheap, it's a convenient interface, so it's all on an app, it's all on your phone. You can use it wherever you go. You can always check on your stocks, see how they're doing if you want to. And it's very easy to get started with little money because you got no commissions. Perfect. Cons, the support is going to be rough. Again, it's an app. They're a startup, so the support options are pretty rough compared to the other guys we're going to be talking about. Since it is a new company in the grand scheme of things, I guess this makes sense. They do outsource all of their support, and I'm not even sure if they're profitable yet, if they're a profitable company. I don't think so, because they're just trying to grow their exposure. They're coming out with all of these new things. They're doing crypto now as well, so if you're interested in crypto, you can trade that on Robinhood. They're also doing options as well. So there's a lot of opportunities, options of things that you can do with Robinhood. So it's a pretty nice platform in my personal opinion. The next type of account we're gonna be talking about is a Roth IRA. Now I've made tons of videos about Roths before, but for time's sake, we're gonna say that a Roth IRA is just the best for young people. It's the best account for young people who are looking to get a start at planning for retirement and avoid taxes. So this is primarily a retirement account. IRA stands for Individual Retirement Account. And this gives you some tax advantages because the money that you're investing is money that you've already made and paid taxes on. So any gains you have are then not taxed. Now this is very different from any other investment where you're gonna be taxed on your gains. But essentially with a Roth IRA, you can make sort of tax-free income, which is pretty hard to do anywhere else, legally at least. So that's why Roth IRAs really come out ahead. So as long as you play by the rules, there are no fees associated with Roth IRAs as well. So the pros of a Roth IRA is, first off, where else can you make legal tax-free income? Because you can't really do that many places. Uncle Sam really wants to have his share of really anything you make. So having that opportunity to make potentially tax-free income is quite nice, and you're able to get yourself ahead of the game for retirement by getting that compound interest on your side. Now the cons of a Roth IRA are, first of all, it's not free. So like with the Robinhood account, it was free. There were no commissions. With your Roth IRAs, you're gonna have commissions. There's no Robinhood Roth IRA yet. So you're gonna have to pay commissions on any trades you do in your Roth IRA. Additionally, there are some restrictions on when you can touch the money in your account since it is primarily a retirement account. You can, however, take out any money that you put in there. So say you deposit $1,000, it appreciates to $1,100. You can take out that first $1,000 whenever you want, but it's when you touch the last 100, that's when you start to run into problems. And honestly, if it's a retirement account, you don't want to be messing with that. So only use a Roth IRA, I would say, if you're prepared to leave that money in there until you plan to retire. Now, our last option is a brokerage account through a discount online broker. Now, this is going to be through anybody like Fidelity, Charles Schwab, Vanguard, E-Trade. All these guys are going to offer you a brokerage account. And this type of account is best for people who don't know what they want, honestly, because if you know you want to invest cheaply, you can go with the Robinhood account. If you know you want to invest for retirement, you go with a Roth IRA. But if you're sort of middle of the road, you don't really know where you want to go yet, then this could be a good option for you. It's not really it's sort of the worst of both worlds. It's sort of a poor compromise between both of these guys. Sort of get the worst aspects of both. But I mean, if you don't want to pick either of the other two, this is sort of your fallback option, I guess. And I mean, there's really no reason to choose this type of account over a Robinhood account, because with your discount online brokerage, you're still paying commissions. I've only had one person who sort of opted for this type of account over a Robinhood account, and it was because one of my friends didn't trust giving their social security number to an app and would rather give it to a website, I guess. So I don't really know why that was the case for them, but they didn't want to give their social to Robinhood. But I mean, you have to establish any type of trading or investment account. So they didn't feel comfortable doing that, so they went with a discount online brokerage instead. But with our pros and cons, the pros of your discount online brokerage is, one, they've been around longer than Robinhood has. So that's the main thing they have going for it, is that credibility. They've been around for decades, some of these guys, and Robinhood's been around for a couple of years. So that's the main draw to these guys. They're well-established companies, they have good support, but that's really all they have going for them. I mean, they're not cheaper. The cons are they're more expensive because you're gonna be paying for these things. You have to pay for your trades, and that's gonna support these big companies. So you're gonna be paying commissions at the least, with some companies actually charging maintenance fees on top of that. So it's definitely not free to use these type of accounts, but it could be a good option for you if you don't wanna give your information to Robinhood, I guess, and if you don't plan on saving for retirement just yet in your life. Now let me tell you guys what I do. So I've got two accounts for investing. I've got a Roth IRA and I've got a Robinhood account. So I got both the first two, and there's a bit of a distinction between the types of investments that I keep in both of my accounts. So in my Roth IRA, I have my dividend paying stocks and I have my index funds. So my dividend paying stocks are in my Roth IRA because my Roth IRA gives me the option to reinvest my dividends, which is really, really powerful when you want to take advantage of compound interest. You got to be reinvesting those dividends. You can't do that yet with Robinhood. So that's why I keep my dividend stocks in my Roth IRA. Additionally, I keep my index funds in there just to keep it more stable. I mean, I want to have I don't want to have a retirement account that fluctuates too much. I mean, obviously I'm still very young, so I don't have to worry about this a lot, but I prefer to keep my index funds in my Roth IRA because those also do pay dividends, so I can reinvest those as well. So that's why I keep those there. And then in my Robinhood account, I am looking at probably like a 10-year plus time horizon, I would say. And I'm keeping my non-dividend stocks in there because it doesn't matter whether I have the ability to reinvest dividends because those stocks don't pay dividends. So that's fine. I'm obviously going to change around my investments from time to time, but I don't really plan on making any big moves or withdrawals or really anything until I do retire there. So now, how do you open these guys? How do you open a trading account? It's pretty straightforward, guys. All you really have to do is go to their website. I made a whole video about this as well, but you just go to their website, you just type in all your personal information, your social, your address, your income, etc., whatever. And I mean, for me, I was I think 17 years old when I opened my Roth IRA, had no idea what I was doing. And I just basically asked support all my stupid questions. They guided me through the process. It was really easy. They're really good. If you go with a Roth IRA with a big brokerage like Fidelity, Vanguard, Scottrade, whatever, they're gonna be really, the support's gonna be really good, and they're gonna be able to guide you through stuff when you have no idea what you're doing, when you're 17 years old and you're just completely lost, you have no idea what's going on. When I opened my Roth IRA, I actually thought that a Roth IRA was an investment in itself, but nope, that's not how it works. It's an investment account where you invest in things from there. I don't even know. I had no idea what was going on, but now we are rolling. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, my name is Apple Kreider. I make daily financial YouTube videos, and I host a weekly financial podcast called Young Smart Money. I will see you guys tomorrow, and until next time.